Welcome to One Word a Day. I'm Sophie, your pilot into the universe of Chinese. Let's continue unpacking this me characters. And this me looks a little bit different than the regular ones because here I just noticed this stroke is way longer than the rest of the previous few that we met. And at the bottom, if you know a little bit of Chinese, this is 小, that means small, small under the roof. What that could be? It actually means you. Doesn't make any sense, right? And this small actually has nothing to do with, in contemporary we put small there, has nothing to do with small. It's actually a shorthand of what original structure here. And even we look at the 2000 years ago, this R on the top is this portion. It has nothing to do with small. Even if it's structurally, probably I should point out that small is made of this vertical line and then separated as two pieces, right? However, it has this horizontal line there, and it's hard to think this is the same thing as a small. Okay, so the most complicated portion of that is this net. I talked about few episodes ago when we were talking about this rare imagery that has a net with a spear overlapping together, this bird catcher. Here we have two crosses, two axes laid out, like form in an array of 2 by 2 of axes. And I said in Chinese, when we express a pattern on something, we don't need to spell it out to draw it out, but here it's like immediately against what I said. So apparently this no longer is a net. It's no longer for the purpose of hunting something, fishing net or bird catching net or animal trap net. It was no longer for that purpose if we purposely draw extra 2 crosses underneath it. So that means something else, according to scholars. This could mean 2 things. Okay, this is purely speculation because the ancient lifestyle that this picture is drawing is no longer with us. Like, it's hard to tell what the imagery originally came from. So 2 possibilities. One is weaponry. Here, this kind of spear, long staff thing with supposedly kind of an edge, kind of weapon head that's pointing away. Okay, by the way, Chinese have this 2D frame that not only, it depends on the context, not only can mean top and down as a vertical sense or at altitude, right? Different height. It can also mean distance from you because we cannot express this horizontal further away sense. So we can only assume that at the bottom of the screen, this is closer to you. And at the top of the frame, it's further away from you. So it's kind of same as Western perspective drawing, right? When we draw something far away, it's on the upper frame. That means distant from you. So in that sense, it's universal. And here, this arrow or weapon head of whatever weaponry that is, it's pointing away from you, right? Pointing toward the enemy. Then the bottom here, this net looking thing, but like a more intricate pattern, that means a decorative component of that, to sort of like tassels. So this decorative weapon is one possibility. If this weapon was attached to this decorative thing, it was no longer functional, right? It's like not aerodynamic enough to attack the enemy. So it was not a functional weaponry. It became like ceremonial weaponry. It's looking good, a beautified weaponry. So that's one possibility. Another one is the top, instead of a weapon head, is kind of an edge of a loom. I mean, I only have like a yarn making loom, kind of a circular thing. This I'm not sure. Probably this is a certain view of that circular thing doing. And then this intersecting threads can be viewed as fabric. So two versions pointing towards two very specific ancient equipment or ceremonial or everyday weaving loom things. So each of them have their pronunciation and the connection to you, this character you, was purely phonetic loan. This is something hard for me to accept because I have been following my, not exactly rigorous, but my guesswork of why Chinese put certain visual elements together to mean certain things. Sometimes scholars like to classify, okay, this is the meaning maker, the actual meaning related thing, and the other part is mostly for the sound. I don't buy that. I think the sound maker, we pick not only the sound, we also pick its meaning, and it's all the components visually together make the meaning of this. But now I'm stuck with this thing. Now one is decorated weaponry, another is a weapon, is a fabric on the loom. Like two of them are human, I guess, activities we can use, or human developed things, artifacts, somehow related to you. Like it's almost like unexplainable. So, okay. You as a concept of pointing at the opposite of me, right? Is an abstract thing. It's a human's distinction between the speaker and the listener. And the listener in that role is the you. And so it's kind of abstract. How are you going to represent that constantly changing object? Is it object or subject? The conversation, whoever holds the other end of the conversation, how are you going to express that abstract thing that's you? And so in this case, ancient times, it was pronounced as er, and these two things, because we don't really have a full record of if it is a weapon decorated or this is a loom with the fabric still on it, no clue. Those two things happen to sound like that, and people in everyday life use those things, know how those things sound, and it sounds as the same as you. So you are, in ancient Chinese, was already as a spoken words. We refer to it, but it was not drawn out. It was not visualized because it's an abstract concept. So therefore, we use a same sounding thing, but totally different, like non-related in meaning as a phonetic alone. So hard for me to accept that. But in this case, I'm really intellectually challenged how this imagery can mean you. Okay. 尔虞我诈. 尔 means you, right? 我 means me. So now we have two parties, what they are doing. 虞 means scare, because we have a tiger in there. And 诈 means surprise. Okay, so 尔虞我诈 was the ancient practice of scamming each other. Okay, so we both use you and me kind of, okay, we're equivalent in that. Like I'm not on any higher moral ground than you are, that things, we all do things we can all be victims as. So 尔虞我诈 simply means among humans, maybe even neighbors or strangers. This 虞 and 诈, this misinformation, this dishonest, either it's to use the scare or use the surprise, are the ways, like till today, the scammers use such ploy all the time, right? So Chinese capture that. 而 you just simply means it's a scamful world. Watch out. Okay. 出尔反尔出 out of 尔 you. 反尔 return, retract you means you said so and now you denied. So 出尔反尔 is a description of somebody who eat their own words. Kind of say something and then change their thoughts about something. 出尔反尔. Probably, I mean, we all modify our thinkings, just like phonetic alone was a real thing. In terms of you, I cannot explain it just by the imagery anymore. So I do, in this case, kind of have to accept that my theory of everything from visual to meaning is everything in Chinese conform to this way of making meaning. But here is a phonetic alone. So that's a bursting of my bubble of that theory of image to meaning. So 出尔反尔 is kind of like that. Like I said that, and then I have to kind of attack my own established, my oldest years of ideal of how language meaning making process. Okay. 不过尔尔 here means as usual, like you, right? 不过 not passing you. And I guess we use double U, give you rhythm, but also give you a regularity. It's like sounds familiar, like nothing unusual. 不过尔 means it's, not extraordinary. It's same boring stuff. That's 不过尔. So here you, luckily in photography, people find ways to express that, simply pointing at a camera to mean you. So imagine the challenge to express that visually. So here are so far big, long word that's based on the sound, not shape anymore. Thank you for your time. See you another day.